And Porterfield! Oh, Porterfield has scored!
A block by Tommy Wright Phillips again! And Sunderland have scored!
And Kevin Moore holds that trophy aloft for the second time.
Hello, how are we getting on? Well, sorry for the latest of the video, but like a tit, I recorded the first one but didn't have the sound turned on, so this is the second attempt. But a very, very big win today. It's finished West Brom 0, Sunderland 1, massive 3 points. Not a pretty game to watch, it was an awful game, you know, two sides really, really sloppy and poor, but we've dug in, we've ground out, and at this stage of the season, the most important thing is getting that 3 points. Now, we started off with the same team. We had Anthony Patterson in goal, a back four of Alan Brown, Chris Mettam, Luke O'Nien, Trai Hume in midfield, Dan Neil, Job, Chris Rigg, with Roberts on the right, Mundle on the left, and Wilson Isidore up front. Now, the game started off, you know, West Brom on the front foot, as you would expect them to do. They're at home. Tony Mowbray had been looking to prove a point against his old side, and we couldn't really get out of the ball in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes. Mikey Johnson on the left hand side was causing Alan Brown loads of problems, but that was mainly because Roberts and Job were letting the man run off them. It was causing a 2 against 1. Callum Stiles was getting forward and they were causing no end of problem, but they didn't have an end product. You know, they didn't really create anything of note. They had a couple of half chances where there was a bit of a scramble and a bobbles in the box, but Anthony Patterson didn't really have much to do in the entire first half. As the half wore on, we kind of got into the game. We started getting on the ball. Mundle and Roberts started coming to the game a lot more. Dan Neil was becoming more and more involved and dominating the midfield, I thought. But on 33 minutes, we'll lose Romain Mundle, looking like it's his hamstring again. Same injury. He's going to be a massive blow. Just coming back into the fray. Obviously, with Tommy Watson moving to Brighton, I'm hoping he's going to be out of favour. I really wouldn't even play him if Mundle's not available. But he went off. Eliza Mienda came on. 2 minutes after he came on, he wins a free kick on the left-hand side. If I'm honest, I don't think it was a free kick. You know, it was a bit of a coming together. Their defender was penalised for bringing Mienda down. I thought it was a bit of a soft one, but we'll take it. But from the free kick, Trai Hume whips a shot in, cross the keeper. Keeper, in my eyes, should have done better. He tries to palm it with his right hand against over his hand. It's rifled in the top right hand corner. It's 1-0. You take it all day. And the only bit of quality in the first half was that free kick. You know, our set pieces and corners were shocking all game, really. But that one bit of quality has ultimately won us the game. Now, we get into half time 1-0. Now, apparently, from what's happened, we've kind of delayed coming out in the second half, which from what I'm gathering, the referee, I think it was John Busby, it was shocking all afternoon, by the way. He's put in his report, which will probably result in a fine for us for delaying the restart, coming out late from the half-time interval. Now, we're hoping that we'll come out in the second half and we'll stamp our authority in the second half, and we didn't do that because it was the same vein. West Brom having more of the ball, but in a similar type of vein, not dealing out with it really. I thought Dan Neil's second half was terrific. He got on the ball. He was, as he does in them trademark situations, wriggling out of them tight situations. Job working his knackers off all game. Isidore struggled for me all game. He seems to be playing with a lack of confidence. And for me, Eliza Mienda would have been in today, and probably a couple of games ago I would definitely play him on Tuesday night. Alan Brown got booked for time wasting in the 59th minute. A minute later, Roberts gets booked for the same thing. Stupid bookings. Mienda gets booked in the 62nd minute for supposedly diving in the box. Now, again, in the first half, their players were doing that in the first half and getting away with it. But, you know, it is what it is. 71 minutes, we make 2 substitutions. Enzo Lafay comes on for Patrick Roberts. Leo Helder came on for Alan Brown, which meant Trai Hume went to the right-hand side and Helder went left back. But as the game went on, in the last 20 minutes, I really thought that West Brom were going to push for an equaliser. They were pushing us back, but again, the lack of quality, and mainly because of Chris Mettam and Luke O'Nien, kept Adam Armstrong really quiet all afternoon. He hardly got a kick, And I think the whole back four again performed really well. Once we got a grip of that left-hand side with Mikey Johnston, so they didn't really create a lot at all. So we've saw the game out. We've won 1-0. Massive 3 points. You know, with the top three massively changed in the last couple of weeks. Burnley now sit top of the league. You know, it's Burnley at top, played 40, 83, 84 points. Sheffield United in second, played 40, 83 points. Leeds are in third, 40 points, 82 points. We are in fourth, 40 points, 40 games, 75 points. We're 8 points away from the top two. Leeds, 4 or 5 weeks ago, were 5 points clear. The arses have felt they're going to bottle it again. You know, and as the saying going, Leeds are falling apart again. They go to Middlesbrough during the week. That's a massive, massive game for Leeds. We go to Norwich, you know, and if we can pick up 3 points there, you know, and Sheffield and Leeds, you know, slip up, then there's a chance we can still get third place, you know. So why not? We're just going to keep on doing what we're doing, keep on picking up points. Today was a very, very, really, really important win. Wasn't a great performance, but like I say, at this stage of the season, you've got to dig out and get results any way you can. Player ratings, Patterson didn't really have much to do, but what he had to do, he made a great save in the second half. So 7 out of 10 for Patterson. I thought Alan Brown struggled in the first half against Mikey Johnson, like I've said, but you know, he knuckled down well and had some good bits in the game. So 6 out of 10 for Alan Brown. I thought Mepham and O'Neill were absolutely rock solid in the centre half. So I'm going to give them both 7.5 out of 10. Trai Hume for his goal. And again, slotting in that left back position, 7 out of 10 for Trai Hume. In midfield, I thought Dan Neil was probably our best player. I thought, especially second half, he got on the ball a lot more and kept the ball at times when they were pushing forward. So for me, Dan Neil, man of the match, I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. Job ran his socks off again all afternoon. Didn't really get involved as much as you would like, but he did the hard work and the graft and was putting tackles in. So 7 out of 10 for Job. Chris Rigg, I thought he struggled again. He looked tired. But again, another one who grafted all afternoon. He never shies out of anything. He always tries to get on the ball. He always gives it his all. So 6.5 out of 10 for Chris Rigg. Roberts on the right hand side showed some flashes again, but his set pieces were woeful today, but he showed some nice touches, so 6.5 out of 10 for Roberts. Mundle, up until he got injured, had a couple of nice touches that flashed a shot just wide, but you know, after 30 minutes went off injured, so 6 out of 10 for Mundle. I've already mentioned Wilson Isidore. Looks to me massively low on confidence. You know, he just looks lethargic. It looks like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. And I would take him out of the game and play Miyenda on Tuesday night. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below about that performance and about that 3 points today. Like I say, it's a great win against a team in a ground where we very rarely get anything from. So we're now heading to Tuesday's game against Norwich. You know, full of confidence. Can we get 3 points there? Burnley go to Derby. Sheffield United are home to Millwall. And I've already said, you know, Leeds go to Middlesbrough. So let's just go there and get another 3 points. Try and make it 3 wins on the bounce and hope that the top 2 and 3 drop points again, and we'll just see where we end up end of the season. There's still 18 points to play for and see where we end up. But a great day, a great weekend. Happy Sunderland fans. Hope everybody got back safe from the Hawthorns from the Midlands. Watch out for the match preview coming out for the game against Norwich on Tuesday night. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. Massively appreciate it. Trying to get to 4,000 before the end of the season or end of the year. We'll not get up before the end of the season. But until the next one, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. How are the lads?